conflict of interest with the item on the agenda?
None.
None. Okay. Hearing none, let's go to the approval of the agenda. Can I get a motion?
Madam Chairman, this is Megan from District 6. I approve that, or I move that we approve the agenda.
Do I have a second?
Second, this is Eric.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Aye.
So approved. Let's go to action items. I got a 4.1 location for AARP FITLOT Park amenities. Catherine Matthews, landscape architect.
Good evening, Madam Chair, members of the board. Again, I'm Kathy Matthews, landscape architect with Parks and Recreation. If you don't mind, I will share my screen. Oh, Hazel, help.
Oh.
It appears I'm disabled.
I'd like to welcome one of our new assistant city managers, right? Is that right? Hello, hello.
Hi, Cassie. Hello, everyone. Yes, I'm the new assistant city manager. Sorry I'm late, just doing a few things, but I'm very excited to be here with your board and just excited to be here in Las Cruces. Thank you.
We're excited to have actual people show up to this. So yeah, thank you.
Kathy, I shared.
There we go. Beautiful. Thank you, Hazel. Appreciate it. Okay, let me see what it takes to get started here. Okay, Madam Chair, members of the board. So I wanted to present an item this evening. We call it the AARP FITLOT Outdoor Fitness Park. What I'll be asking for is your recommendation of a location to council for the AARP FITLOT Outdoor Fitness Park. Las Cruces has been in discussions with AARP because AARP is interested in making Las Cruces a location for a FITLOT outdoor fitness park. AARP this year has initiated a program to put one of these FITLOT fitness parks in each of the 50 states and 3 other locations, I'm assuming territories or the like. And Las Cruces has been chosen in New Mexico to be the site of the FITLOT. So we, Parks and Rec staff has been working on determining some appropriate locations, and we will be then taking your recommendation to council, seeking their approval for the agreement and for the location. And then construction and installation.
Can't find the link. It would come from
Hazel.
Oh,
You're
sorry.
not. That's okay. Thank you. I'm sorry. So that's what we're trying to achieve today. And so I wanted to go through a little bit of description of what the FITLOT is and the criteria for selecting a location circle, basically, so that people can use the individual pieces of equipment, but can also participate as a group. Trash receptacle, of course, a bench so that people can rest, and a bike rack are also included as part of the fitness park. So there's a general diagram of what it looks like, sort of in a generic park. And the idea is it's self-contained. It's got a relatively small footprint, but has high impact because a large variety of pieces of equipment that people can use, and also an instruction sign letting people know that this is an AARP sponsored outdoor fitness area, and also how to use the pieces of equipment. So AARP itself has a number of criteria for the community in which they want to install these pieces of equipment, or these FITLOTs. And then also Parks and Rec took that a step further, and we wanted to very carefully defined the features that would help this to be a successful amenity for our communities. And so we were looking for places where there would be a restroom available, at least during some hours, that it would be located close to bus stop, transit, also to trails or other kinds of modes of transportation, so that people did not necessarily have to drive their car to get to the FITLOT, but also parking lots, so that those people who do have cars would have a place to park them when they are exercising. We're interested in high visibility location. That's also one of AARP's requirements. And another one of AARP's requirements was that it would be in an existing park that is city owned. So with that, we developed a matrix. We call it a matrix so that we could determine which of our parks best meet these location criteria. And here, this is part of the spreadsheet, the matrix spreadsheet that shows on the left-hand side of your screen the AARP criteria. So they need it to be located in a densely populated community with high foot traffic. And so that goes the trail, the sidewalk and the like. It needs to be along a trail or on a bike path as best we can. And so we've identified some of those parks that meet that criteria. It needs to be located in a community that lacks outdoor fitness space or programs. And so that was one criteria that helped us narrow down some of our choices. And in a community with high population of adults over 55 within a quarter-mile walking distance. So I researched, of course, I'll just say I Googled New Mexico's population and our population over 55. And of course, AARP had already identified that Las Cruces meets that criteria, but I confirmed it on our matrix. It needs to be located in an underserved community that does not have resources to create an outdoor fitness space. And so while we do have the park impact fees that provide for new levels of service within our communities, we have our needs vastly outstrip our resources. And so we're very happy to be able to meet that criteria in a sense and take advantage of AARP's program here. And then the final criteria that from AARP is that the community needs to be located in a community that suffers from high rate of lifestyle related preventable illnesses. So the New Mexico Department of Health website offers quite a bit of information regarding the incidence of lifestyle related preventable illnesses within Doña Ana County. And so I recorded those numbers here on our matrix, and I think that allows us to qualify in that sense. In addition, the criteria for the park itself to help us narrow down our choices include, it needs to be in an existing park, of course. Like I mentioned, we wanted to have a place that had access at least part of the time to a restroom, a drinking fountain for sure, so that people could remain hydrated, a parking lot, and also then nearby a bus route or a trail system, and that it, as the final criteria states, it needed to be in a park or an athletic field within a quarter-mile of a bus stop. So the existing parks that met all of those criteria and seemed to parks staff to best meet the intent of the program include Benavides Community Center Park, Valley View Park, East Mesa Mini Park, Apodaca Park, La Buena Vida Park, Sunset Hills Park, and Hadley Avenue Recreation Complex. So each of these met those criteria to varying degrees and would be entirely suitable, but I wanted to, with the next slide, show you those particular locations and then go over each location and how it meets those criteria. So the East Mesa Mini Park is near to Sage Cafe, that's off of Porter Road. east of the center of town on US 70. The Sage Cafe, of course, is a senior facility. It serves seniors, and there is space there. And it meets many of the criteria with the exception of being located near a trail or a bus stop. And also there is an existing outdoor gym located just across Porter Road from the East Mesa Mini Park. So that's less than ideal because it already has that kind of equipment there. The Sunset Hill Park or Fort Hills Park also meets many of their criteria with the exception of the bus stop. In addition, it is not very near a trail and it does not have parking. Apodaca Park, of course, is a terrific park. It's a community park that has many amenities in it. That park is, I have to say, soon to become an even more active place than it is, and therefore may not be ideal because we are in the process of accepting the ORLPP grant. It's an outdoor recreation legacy grant through the Land and Water Conservation Fund, and we will be building a splash pad, aquatic playground, and a multi-use trail there. So while that's a good location, it may not be ideal because it's going to have other kinds of activities on top of the activities that are already within that park. Hadley Avenue Rec Complex is one location that was put forward by the local AARP as being a good location, and it does meet all of the criteria. Actually, it meets every single one of them. However, it also has an existing outdoor gym located within that complex. And so we would be sort of doubling or duplicating efforts if we were to locate the FITLOT in that location. Valley View Park, of course, is associated with Munson Senior Center. It also meets all of the criteria, and it also has outdoor fitness equipment already located there. So again, a duplication of effort. La Buena Vida Park, again, meets all the criteria. It's located near the Good Sam residential complex, so it's definitely has a high incidence of seniors living within the vicinity, but it's not necessarily near to a trail that can bring people to the facility. That brings me to the staff preferred location, Benavides Community Center. That, of course, the community center serves seniors in their programming and in their lunch meals during normal times. And it is going to be located adjacent to the route for the Go Bond, one of the Go Bond trails. So the general obligation bond program includes a trail on the Armijo lateral. And that Armijo lateral runs close to here, and the trail itself actually will deviate from the Armijo lateral briefly onto 2nd Street, which is immediately adjacent to this park. The restroom in the building will be available during operating hours. Drinking fountains are already existing, and it has a large parking lot available for use as well. Bus stop is located just to the west of here on Valley Drive, so it meets many of all of those criteria. And I also wanted to mention one thing that Benavides Community Center Park has going forward as well is that we recently, in the last 18 months, completed a master planning process involving the neighbors who were interested in seeing development occur at Benavides Park. And the master plan, before we even knew about this project, included outdoor fitness stations. So it fits ideally, this project fits ideally within the approved master plan for Benavides Community Center. So we are seeking Parks and Rec Advisory Board's recommendation on Benavides as the location for the park, or excuse me, for the FITLOT. Just this morning, we made a similar presentation to the Senior Programs Advisory Board, and they concurred and agreed that Benavides would be their recommended location for this particular amenity. And so with that, I am open for questions or discussion, and would be happy to field those as you see fit. Thank you.
Thank you, Kathy. We'll open it up for questions here in a second, but I also wanted to say hello to our newest board member, Jeff Thompson. Hello, we saw that you jumped on, so just wanted to give you a welcome. We'll do an introduction at the next meeting, but does anybody on the board have questions for Kathy about this? I'll let everybody find their mute button. I think the Benavides sounds pretty good. I was kind of mulling options as you were talking, and then you explained to me why my options were not right. So that, I mean, that all made sense. But does anybody else concur? We can make this a super short meeting if somebody just wants to be like move on this like right now.
Madam Chair.
Yes, is that Eric?
Well, I just wanted to say really quick that I think my district would ask me to advocate for the East Mesa, but I think that the staff's recommendation just logically fits better, and so definitely support that option. So thank you. Thank you for making it an easy decision.
That's what I thought too, is that, you know, I'd advocate for Apodaca, but given the fact that there's going to be a lot of changes, I feel like, is that the best placement for it right now? Stan, did you want to say?
Yeah, thank you, Madam Chair. Yeah, I was just going to actually concur with you and say that that Ms. Matthews made a very compelling argument for the Benavides, and you know, hey, it just so happens it's in my district, so it worked out for me. Yeah, I can't seem to find any fault with the logic of her presentation.
All right, Megan or Jeff?
No, I think it's good too. I appreciate, Kathy, that you explaining that other parks already have some similar outdoor equipment available to them. So it looks like with this grant that we're able to get another outdoor facility similar to where the existing ones are, and not bombard or overwhelm a single park with that type of equipment. So I appreciate that presentation and making note of what's already in existence that is similar. I'm going to jump on here and ask Madam Chairman if I can make a motion that we accept Kathy's recommendation for the AARP outdoor facility.
Do I hear a second?
I'll second. This is Eric.
Okay. Wait, do we have to do discussion? What is it? What's next? Is it discussion? No? Are we good? Can we vote on it?
Yeah, you can ask for.
You can ask for discussion. If there was any more discussion, and there's not, then you can go ahead and move to the vote.
Okay, so any more discussion? Anybody? Okay, can we vote on?
Can you repeat the motion?
Or
Come on, Hazel. No, just kidding.
It's got to be verbatim.
I know.
I think she has to as well.
So I had to kind of wing it a little bit because I forgot the name of the park right off the top of my head. Okay, so Madam Chairman, I move that we accept the proposal recommendation for the AARP equipment to be placed per the presentation of Kathy Matthews.
What park?
Yeah, help me out. Somebody help me jump in there.
Benavides.
Benavides Community Center Park.
Yeah, Benavides Community Center Park.
And Madam Chair, I took the easy route and just gave it a second.
Haha. Okay, if there's no further discussion, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I think
Aye.
I
Yay.
need for each one of you to say your name and then say aye.
Oh.
Hazel
Cassie
Fi-
McClure, aye.
Dan Engel, District 4, aye.
Megan Schuler, District 6, aye.
Eric Montgomery, District 5, aye.
Jeff, I heard you. You gotta say it again. Sorry.
Hi, yes. Again, my apologies so much for being late to the meeting. Had a hard time trying to find the link. And so for Jeff Thompson and in my district, I vote aye as well.
Cool. I think the motion has passed. Thank you, Kathy. Is there
Thank
anything?
you, everyone. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Awesome. When does that go to City Council? Randomly.
We're going to council on the 19th of January, next Tuesday.
Okay. Alrighty, unless there's anything else, there's a motion for adjournment, right? Who? Stan, I
This
see
is
you.
Eric, motion to adjourn.
Oh, he beat you to it.
Madam Chair, this is Dan Engel, I second.
Alrighty. Well, thank you all for joining me.
We have to vote.
Oh, we have to vote on this again? Oh my gosh, okay. Cassie McClure, aye.
Jeff Thompson, aye.
Eric Montgomery, aye.
Stan Engel, aye.
Megan Schuler, aye.
Alrighty. We'll see you guys next week then. All right.
Thank you.
6:34
everyone.
PM.
All right.
Ciao, Kathy.
Bye.
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 Bye now.
You
Everybody.
guys.
Thank you.